Monday, July 7th. I'm so happy to be here and I'm so glad that you're all joining me today. Hello, Eric. Happy Monday. So we are basking in the glow of the 4th of July. It is now past us, but we are still. Everybody had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Maybe you had time with friends and family and maybe had some barbecue. Maybe you had some extra time to go and do something fun. And maybe you had a little bit of extra creative time. I hope that was part of your weekend. Hello, Kat. Good morning. Thank you for being here. So I'm so excited. Yeah, it was a good 4th of July weekend around here too. We didn't do any like major celebrations or anything, but we did have a lovely weekend at home. I actually worked on cleaning up the studio a little bit, which felt a little good because it was like a complete disaster. So, hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Kim Caldwell. So, yes, it is the aftermath of July 4th, but we are still celebrating here at artbeads.com. There is still a sale going on in honor of the 4th of July. So we talked about this sale last week and it was extended, but it's only extended through the end of today. So we can still do some celebrating through the end of today. So I hope that you will take advantage of that sale. Oh, Anteater Diane is here. Hello. And Tori is saying hello from Reno. Connie is here as well. Hi, guys. So the sale, just in case you haven't heard, is in its last day. So today is the last day of up to 65% off store-wide. That is amazing. And you get double rewards points. So I always poke around in the sale. I checked it out last week, but I looked at it again yesterday. I was preparing for another upcoming show. And I was just shocked at some of the prices of things. So check out that up to 65% off sale for the last day of the 4th of July sale. It's always a big sale, but you're going to love it. There's lots of great goodies available. And let's see, I have a lot to show you today and a lot to talk about. So let's get the details of how all this works out of the way. So first of all, if you're watching live on July 7th or you're watching the replay on July 7th, this is the best place to watch the show. So you can chit chat with us here. So Eric and Michelle are in the background today, are my sidekicks for the show today. And you can chit chat with us. You can see Anteater Diana saying she's hoping she can watch the show here at work. Diane, be careful. I can't say I didn't do that in my working days. Watch a little something on the side. Sometimes it helps you get through the day, especially on the Monday after July 4th weekend. But this is the best place to watch the show live because we can see your comments. You can hang out with all of the other serious art beaters and you can share the love by clicking on the hearts. I saw a couple of them pop up. Thank you for that, you guys. And you can shop the show, which is so incredibly fun. And you can shop without leaving the show. So you can click on that shopping bag. So it's a little shopping bag icon. It's got a little handle. Thank you for the hearts. It's got a little handle and everything that's in the show today is in that shopping bag. So what do? You can actually take those things and put them into your shopping cart, which will allow you to check out and get them home to you. So you can load those things up, but you can only do that here at artbeads.com/live. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we love that you're there, but we can't see your comments live and you can't shop unless you come on over. So there is a link in the YouTube video that will bring you over to the show, and on Facebook, you can enter the code on your screen into the comments and come on over. So we're hanging out today. We're celebrating 4th of July still, and I've got so many fun things to share with you. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Del Rey. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's see, Marlene is here from Nevada, and LJ Hill is here. Hello, you guys. So I'm going to start by, let's see, did I cover everything there? Yes, I'm going to start by flipping my camera down because there are a couple of other special things that are only available through today, special things at special prices. So let's see, let's start with this one. So this is a special kit that you can get your hands on here at artbeads.com. This is the Peace Eternal Hope Bracelet. This is courtesy of an amazing woman, an amazing designer, Rochelle Peterson. I got the privilege of meeting Rochelle last year in person at Bead Fest, and she actually shared this project with us there. I have one of these bracelets that Rochelle made for me, but I searched high and low in my studio and could not find it. So if I can find that bracelet, I will share it with you on the Serious in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. But alas, this is what you can get home to you, and it is 50% off today. This is really special. So it's a tiny box, but it is an amazing project. And Rochelle is an amazing seed bead artist. You will get the instructions on creating this beautiful bracelet, which has a lovely message about hope and peace. And we could all use a little bit of that anytime. So this project comes with a whole package of tulip number 11 beading needles. This is my beading needle of preference. I love tulip beading needles, and I love the size 11s. It is perfect for all kinds of great projects. Hi, Julie P. Hi, Denise. Thank you for being here. So this is in the kit. You also get 2 packages of these amazing IGO precision cylinder seed beads. These are some of the finest Toho seed beads made. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble with my voice this morning. So the cylinders are going to create very precise designs, and these seed beads are no joke. They are gorgeous. There's galvanized purple and galvanized aluminum in this one, and you get a whole package of 1G. This is 100% nylon thread, also by Toho. Look at this purple color with your purple. And you've got a clasp set. So you can make 2 bracelets with this, I believe. And so you've got the thread, you've got the needles, you've got the seed beads, and you've got the instructions. This is 50% off through the end of today, and you get all of the love poured into this design from Rochelle Peterson. She is a joyful person. Look her up. She is amazing. So this is one of the things that's available through today at an amazing price. I'm going to set that one down. I'm also going to introduce you to this one. This is the Toho Challenge 2025. Toho beads are Japanese beads that are made, mostly seed beads that are made with so much precision and so much love. And every year there is a challenge that's put out to the beading community to make something with this kit. And we are proud to carry this kit at artbeads.com. This is the challenge for 2025, which is near and dear to my heart because it is called Sonorin Sunset. I live in the Sonorin Desert, and if you see, there is a little bit of Sonorin Desert in this photo for the project on the packaging. It's amazing. And this is a kit that every year everybody can't wait to see what the theme is, can't wait to see the color palette, and they can't wait to get their hands on this beautiful kit to start making something amazing. So we're challenging you to get this home to you, and this is $5 off through the end of today. A special kit, and you can learn all about the challenge. And there's a lot to it. There's 2 pages here, and it is all about how to take the challenge and how to submit your challenge. And you've got all of the bead numbers and color names here if you want to get more, because the challenge requires you to use these beads. And let me show you these beads. So this is the kit. It's incredible. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, I don't do seed bead work. Some of you do, but if you don't, that's what you're probably thinking. But we do so many projects with seed beads on a consistent basis here at artbeads.com. So I don't want you to be afraid of this, and I want you to be inspired by the amazing colors and sizes and shapes of seed beads that are included here. Now, I'm going to say something. Don't tell the Toho team this, but I just love this kit because I could use these beads with so many projects. So if you don't want to take the challenge, you can still get all of these beautiful beads home, and look how many you get in to complete your stash. There are actually some size 11s. There are some size 8s. I thought there were some 15s in here, but maybe not. I think it may only be 8s and 11s. And then you get one package of the ICOs, which are the cylindrical, precision cylindrical beads that were in the bracelet kit. There's also a strand of fire polish. And look at, this is probably one of the best colors of fire polish. This one is Persian turquoise Picasso, 4mm. Yeah, Kat, you're right. No 15s. There's actually a Rivoli in here that can be, beaded around. So for some bead embroidery as part of the challenge or not. There's a few beautiful bicone beads in this beautiful blue. And you get some 1G in this beautiful neutral tone that is also reminiscent of the desert. So if this isn't inspiration for you, I don't know what is. Look at all of the amazing colors, amazing finishes. There's 2 whole beads in here as well. These are some gem duos, and there are some incredible ginkgo beads. These are to die for. So this is just an incredible collection. Get it to join the challenge, or get it just to get the beads. I mean, there's a ton of them, and that's not all. There's more, but wait, there's more. You also get a gift with purchase. So if you pick this up through today, there is a gift with purchase, and that is one of these amazing Beadalon Findings variety packs. And I don't know which metal tone you're going to get, but they come in 4 different metal tones. You're going to get one of these, and these are amazing. So in these kits that come in a cool little plastic box, you get some jump rings, you get some spring rings, you get some lobster clasp, you get these little connectors that allow you to attach a lobster or a spring ring. So you get them in one of these metal tones. So if you get this, you get one of these. And this is a great package to get home. And frankly, if you've got some beading friends, maybe you guys go in on this and you share the beads, you challenge each other to make some things with this kit, and you've got some findings to go with it. So this is a great kit to get home to you. $5 off through the end of today, and a gift with purchase. So super fun. I was so excited to share that with you. It's an incredibly beautiful kit. And I will say, living in the Sonorin Desert, those are the Sonorin Desert colors. Okay, I have one more new thing for you today. So we've been showing off some new beads and some new bead assortments. So you know we love our Czech glass around here, and we've been launching some incredible bead assortments. And today I'm launching a new one. We're going to revisit last week and talk about that. But I wanted to share a new one with you today because this one is absolutely beautiful. This one also reminds me of the Sonorin Desert a little bit because at certain times of the year, things start to fade a little bit. All the bright flower colors kind of go away and they start to get a little more muted. And this is what reminds me of the Sonorin Desert, starting a little bit later in the summer. So this is a brand new Czech Glass bead strand assortment. This is also created by Megan, the Mixmaster. She has been creating some amazing blends of Czech glass beads. These are so fantastic. We saw a fantastic one last week. Now we've got a brand new one. Let me walk you through it. This one is called Brown and Gold. And again, you can use these all together or break these up with different projects, but it's the same value. You get all of this goodness all in one. And let me see, I just saw a comment. Kat said, I was lucky. I already had a tube of 15 in the dark bronze. So she's talking about some of the seed beads from the kit, the Sonorin Desert Toho Challenge Kit. 15s will go nicely with that as well to mix in with your others. So let's look at these. Here we've got some amazing Picasso table cut rectangles. These are gorgeous, incredible beads, so beautiful, and they are perfect for any kind of bracelet, necklace, earring, whatever design you can dream up. Look at this ethereal color. It's just gorgeous. It's called Seafoam Picasso. These are 12 by 8 millimeter. You're going to get a long strand of those. You're also going to get these cool iris bicones, and I'm not sure of the size. I think these might be 6 millimeter bicones, and you get a long strand of these as well. These are going to add some flash, some metallic. They are fantastic. You're also going to get these. Now, I always forget what these are called, but these are kind of an opalite look, and they're like a tri bead. They've got a hole through one of the kind of the petals here. They're kind of a flower, kind of, I don't know, maybe someone knows this shape, but they are so cool. And they've got a little bit of design on them. So these are going to add a little bit of ethereal brightness to things. So these rectangles are very ethereal. These are also as well. Then you're going to get some drops. And I always love a good drop. These are iris drops. And they match nicely back to these bicones. So look at that combination. You could just take these two and make something really flashy and cool. There's also a whole strand of these mixed shape beads, and they are kind of, I'm not sure how to describe this. There's like a bronzy finish to them, but they are also see-through. They're transparent, but they've got this cool finish to them. They almost look like, oh gosh, they look like a gemstone, and I can't think of the name of that either today. Wow, my brain does not have enough coffee. but these are so incredibly cool. LJ Hill, thank you. 3-leaf clovers. That's what these are. So super cool. So this has a mix of different shapes, some ovals, some of these kind of twisted beads, which I love. This is a fun strand, and it's also a long strand. So that's fun. You're also going to get these little flowers, and these are like little bead caps. They're not so much like a bell flower. They're more of a bead cap. And let me just cut this really quickly to show you that. So this is what this looks like. So it's truly more of a bead cap than it is like a bell flower, but they are definitely flower shaped. They have that kind of sun-baked look to them. They're like multicolored, really interesting bead. You've also got some pinch beads, which I always love a good pinch bead. These are great for spacers. And this is kind of like a metallic shade of a goldish green. Really, really cool. And this is a super long strand of these as well. So even if you just use a few, you can put the rest of these away. Smoky quartz. PJ, you're my answer girl today. Thank you. These look like smoky quartz. They sure do. They really do. Then these are worth the price of admission. These are on cotton, which tells me they are vintage. And look at the faceted rondelles. These have a nice sharp cut to them, so they are not as rounded as some rondelles that you might be used to. These are really nice quality, a super neutral tone, really, really gorgeous bead. These are precious and I love them. These are some of my most favorite bead shapes that exist. Two more, look at these. These have an incredible finish. These are more rounded rondelles, and they are a super fun neutral. Look at these as a bracelet just by themselves. Super fun. You can put these on stretch cord or whatever else, and you've got a gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet. And these, hello, look at these lentils. These giant chunky lentils that are transparent, kind of a golden yellow, really lovely. These are also very ethereal, gorgeous, gorgeous beads. So this is the brown and gold mix. It is limited and it is only available until they are gone. Mixmaster Megan has outdone herself again. Look at this. This should be in the shopping bag, guys. So there is a shopping bag icon on your screen. If you click on that or you click on the shoppable link, you can pop over, grab that, drop it in your cart. Don't abandon your cart because you'll lose it. These assortments are selling out before the end of our day, typically. So you'll want to get these home and secure them. So don't miss out on these. This is a beautiful blend that will carry you through multiple seasons. This could be summer, this could be fall, this could be spring, this could be anything because it is such a glorious combination of beads. Look at that mix all together. Thanks, Megan. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Denise is giving you a standing ovation there. And yeah, that's very cool. So I'm going to show you something completely different than what we're going to make a project with because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the project that I'm doing today. So I prepared a couple of memory wire projects for you. We're just going to walk through them because I went ahead and made them. And I'm just going to tell you before we see them, memory wire. There is memory wire in the show today. This is 2-inch diameter bracelet memory wire. It's gold plated. I believe I put some other memory wire in the show as well. This can get you several bracelets. You'll also need the tools. So this is the only way you should cut your memory wire, with a memory wire cutter. This is a necessity. So if you want to make these bracelets, I'm going to show you, you can drop the memory wire, the cutters, and there are also some bead-along finishing pliers in the shopping bag as well. I use these exclusively to turn the ends of my memory wire bracelets and necklaces and rings, because these are such a nice tool and have a nice bail size on them for doing that. So these are the things that I used to create the bracelets, the fundamentals. And then here's what I did. So I've got one bracelet with all Czech glass, Raven's Journey Czech glass. Check out this gorgeous boho memory wire bracelet. I was thinking this would be perfect for the summer. Look at these colors, but this will carry you from summer to fall. Look at these rich Raven's Journey colors and shapes. This is my new favorite bracelet. I'm going to put it on to show you. This is like chunky, big, bold, fun, fabulous boho. And in this piece, we've got some flowers and we've got some metal in here. I added in some metal to create some interest. And I've got some dangles at the ends and that cute little monstera leaf charm, which is tiara cast. This bracelet is my new favorite. Here's what I used. Through the whole bracelet, I used this seed bead. This is a Toho 11O metallic dark copper. This is a great go-to for all kinds of things, but it created some cool continuity with this bracelet. They are all around, adding space between, thank you, Julie, adding space between all the beads. And here are the metals I used. Some tiara cast 4mm antique copper plated pewter plain little spacers. These are a necessity. They are also in the shopping bag. You can drop them in your cart. Easy to do. You don't have to leave the show. Just click on that shopping bag and I'll still be here while you do that. I'll wait for you. And then there's these. These are so fun. They are antique copper plated 4x8 pointed tooth charms. Here's what they look like. They create some fun movement, some fun interest, super cool in between the seed beads. Really, really cool. Thank you, Marlene Lucero. This is one of my faves. So these are the beads I used. I've got some greenstone finish, little spacer kind of shape. These are 6mm. They have like a Picasso-ish finish on them. These are in the clearance section of artbeads.com, but they are a fantastic spacer. I used trios of them throughout the bracelet. Super fun. I also just used these for accents because they don't fit on memory wire very well. These are Picasso finish turquoise green. They are Raven's Journey. They're like a fun, cool drop bead. Really, really cool. Charlene, any outfit, you are right. Any outfit, summer, spring, winter, fall, you name it. Oh my gosh, look at these. These are on clearance as well. These are Czech Glass 9x6mm rondelles. They have a super luster finish on them. These were originally $11.79. Don't miss those. I've also, and this is what they look like on the bracelet. I've also got the these cool Saturn, like satellite shaped beads in 8x10 mauve. These are cool. They've also got a bronzy finish to them, so they go cool with our seed beads. I mentioned our monstera charm. That is tiara cast. It's antique copper. And then there are these coral red flowers. They're 13 millimeter with a dark bronze wash. So they go well with all of the bronzy goodness, the antique copper goodness. This bracelet, everything to make it is in the shopping bag. Drop it all into your cart and you can make this amazing summer statement bracelet. And all you need is this bracelet. I mean, you could put this on with your t-shirt and your shorts and out the door you go. And it is a fantastic, fabulous bracelet. I'm in love with this bracelet. All right. Now for my friends who like gemstones, I also created a gemstone memory wire bracelet, which I thought was summer ready. This is 2 different kinds of gemstones. And it is absolutely fabulous. So that same big chunky bracelet look with some dangles at the ends. This is super easy to make, but perfect for that weekend at the beach, that trip to the shore, that lake day, whatever you like. It is water inspired. And here's what I used. I have all Dakota stones here. So there are some sky jasper beads, 8 millimeter. Look at these. They are stunning. They are really great for all of your summer inspired necklaces, bracelets, earrings, you name it. It's there. And then some Amazonite, which is my favorite gemstone. I love Amazonite. This beautiful blue, almost looks like Larimar in some ways. And when you combine these 2 gemstones together and then put a cool seed bead in between, you've got a really cool bracelet. Thank you so much, Charlene. So these are 11Os. They are copper lined crystal and they just add just a little something in between these beautiful Dakota stones, gemstones. So this was my original plan for today because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do what I wanted to do today. So here we go. This is such a beautiful, beautiful set of beautiful summer bracelets. This one not as bohemian as the other, but super fun. Throw it on again with your bathing suit and your bathing suit cover up and some flip-flops, and you've got a great beachy bracelet. Hi, Piper. Thanks for being here. So that's my plug for summer bracelets in a gorgeous wrap style, memory wire style. So this, let me show you one more time. Shameless plug for these beautiful memory wire bracelets, and everything to make them is in your shopping bag. So you can get them all home and show them off to all your friends. All right. So I'm about to share something I'm super excited with. So last week, we revealed and we sold out of an incredible Mixmaster Megan assortment of Czech glass strands. And the one that we saw was pink and mauve. Now, I was crazy in love with it, but I was more crazy in love with it when I started to make with it. So I pulled out mine and I put together this incredible summer necklace. This necklace is all beads from the pink and mauve assortment. Now, I wanted to make this or make some things with this assortment, but it sold out. And so I was sad. I cried, I whined. I felt really like I couldn't go on. But I found out over the weekend that the team was able to make more of this pink and mauve assortment. Megan, the Mixmaster, and her team are cooking up more of these for us. So they are available again. We sold out last week. I thank you to everyone who got them. This is so exciting because you can make something that looks like this. So all I added to this were seed beads, a clasp, and some head pins and some wire. That is what I added to this, and we're going to make a similar one to this. So I thought I would show you this fun design. We're going to use a different configuration of beads from the same assortment. So buckle up, you guys. We're going to make one of these, but look at this necklace. I'm in love with it. So fun, so cool. So thank you, Megan, for making more of these. But guys, they are still limited. I think she scraped up the last of what was available in the warehouse. So don't miss out. Get this into your cart because they are going to go fast. I'm taking a sip of coffee because we're gonna get going with another version of this necklace. So in this assortment, we had some incredible beads. So we had some of these squares. We had some of these really amazing table cut drops that are super ethereal, really beautiful. Look at the edges on these, so gorgeous. So we had those, and we had these incredible face beads. I'm hoping my friend Julie P is still here because she is a face bead person or a face person, and you get a giant strand of these. These are incredible face beads. They are double-sided. We're going to feature some in this version of this necklace. So we're gonna make another one of these, but with different beads from the assortment. You also got some of these beads that look like gemstones. They truly look like rhodochrosite or something like that. Really fabulous oval, and they're so shiny. They pick up that ring light like nobody's business, as do these lentils that are in a gorgeous like mauve wine tone. And it's not too early for this wine, my friends. We also got some beautiful AB finish leaves, which I featured at the bottom of this particular necklace. We got some incredible rondelles, which were on cotton string, so they are definitely vintage. And they have this amazing metallic finish on them. They are stunning. These are my favorites from this assortment. And then we also got these very cool little drops that have some carving on them. They are a beautiful pink tone. And then these faux Baroque pearls. So these are super cool in like a lilac tone. So I started this bracelet or this necklace because it's a lot of stringing, and you see we are short on time, but we're going to finish this one, and I'm going to do what I did with this design. I'm going to start with blocking some beads, then blocking another set of beads. And then we're going to create this focal section that has 3 different beads. So some focals that are wire wrapped and go down the center, all of the beads that go all the way around, and then we've got drops as well. So I've got a different configuration. I've got these square beads. Deb, can we see everything in the 10 strand mauve? I can pour everything out that I have left. Why don't I do that when I'm finished so you can see what is all available, but showing off all of those things, I've only got bits and pieces left. So we'll work through that as we go. So I've got the blocking of the faces. I've got then the pearls that take the place of the rondelles. and then the lentils that take the place of the ovals. And then we're going to add some drops as well. And for this project, for this one, I'll show you the seed beads I used for the first one. These seed beads were what I used for the first one. They are Toho Pale Peach Ceylon. Or no, Marbled Opaque Beige. Sorry, I had the wrong package. Marbled Opaque Beige Pink. These look amazing. They are in the first design. You could add them in the second design, but they are a cool pale pink, and they've got like a little bit of a luster on them. But for this particular one, we're going to throw in my favorite seed bead, which is a size 11 nickel. So this is my favorite. This is like an antique silver. Super cool, and I've already used them in between all of my beads. So here's where we're going to start. I've got a bead stopper here, right here, and I'm going to grab some wire. I've got 24 gauge. This is Wire Elements. This is by Beadsmith. I believe it's in the show, and I put some other wire in as well. And I'm just going to grab like, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 inches of wire, and finding my cutters. I'm going to trim off that from the package. And we just need one more lentil bead, like so. And we're going to create a wire wrap loop. So we just need a fairly small loop. This is going to string right onto our beading wire. And we are going to wrap just 3 times around, getting a nice, simple wrapped loop there. Trim off our excess. Come up here. And then I'm going to string on my lentil onto my wire, like so. And then I'm going to create another loop. Kat's still waiting for hers to arrive. So Kat, when you get this, you can either make this fun project, or you can make something else and you can share it with us in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. That would be cool. So the other thing that I do once I've created my little wire wrapped bead is I make sure that my loops are in the same direction, because I want them to, oops, I just dropped that on the floor. Hang on. Sorry about that. I want this to string onto my beading wire. So I'm going to show you where I am here. So I've got one seed bead already below this bead, and I'm going to string this on, one of my loops on. And LJ Hill is still waiting too. You guys are going to love this assortment when you get it. It is just stunning. I was already in love with it until I started playing with it, and then I was really in love. So here I've got my my Baroque pearls, which I'm going to add. So here's the Baroque pearls that I have left after using them in my first design. So let me get seated again. So I've got a Baroque pearl, a seed bead, one of my wire wrap beads, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, wrap, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, wrap, seed bead. And then we're going to add our pearl and a couple of seed beads. So I'm doing 2 seed beads in between each of my beads. And that is just adding some interest, just adding a little bit of space and dimension, adding some metallic. So we're just doing a lot of things with this. So I forgot, I'm adding some drops. So I'm going to use, I already wrapped these beads These are the most beautiful pink I've seen. This color is like the perfect pink. And yeah, there's a fun collection of those in this assortment. So I'm going to string that on here. And actually, I'm going to put it between the seed beads. So if you have your loops small enough, it should sit in between your seed beads. So you want to wrap your beads fairly far down onto your round nose. So kind of way down here towards the bottom. Now I'm going to drop on that pearl and then a seed bead and a pearl or a drop and a seed bead and a pearl like so. And I'm going to add 2 more. So this is going to be a little bit different because this end piece will be a little bit longer than our other one, but still equally fun. So we're just going to come around and add a couple more on here. Let me grab my other wrapped ones here and get that guy on. And another seed bead. And then another pearl. And we're going to add 1 more drop. So this is just a really fun, fabulous summer necklace. I was thinking about all of the, the fun parties and barbecues and things that people go to this time of year. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to just pop on some really fabulous jewelry, a fabulous necklace with your brand new beads. And if you have trouble with these pearls, you can just grab your beading awl and kind of get in there. Sometimes the coating will coat the whole of the bead as well. So, all right, so we are now up to where we have our lentils, and I'm going to add 1 seed bead, and then I'm going to go through the other loop on my first lentil wire wrapped bead, and then add another seed bead, and then come in with another pearl. And you can see this starting to take shape. So this is taking that loop shape down at the bottom that we had in the other design as well. So always want to have the seed beads in there for some dimension. Now, if you're not a seed bead gal, don't like that look, you can most certainly do this without. Personal design preference. Let me get that through there. And another seed bead. And then go through my last loop there. And then, oh my gosh, see, look how cool this looks. So those lentils are going to fall where they're supposed to. Everything's going to fall where it's supposed to once you get this on. But super fun. And you guys, I see it's proving to be popular again. This is a limited edition beads assortment. And I need to pull my wire. I got to do that off camera, you guys. Sorry about that. I got to pull my wire. I'm still attached to the package. So I got to pull that out. So I've got plenty to work with here and to finish this off. So we're now going back to the other pattern on the other side. So we're going to do 2 seed beads, and then we're going to start adding those face beads again. So this is what I have left of the face beads. So you can see how many we got. We got a lot of those face beads, and I love them. So this is just fun, like a really cool, interesting piece. No one's going to have this. No friends of yours are going to have this unless you make them one. So this is super fun. And we are just, you can add as many, I mean, if you want to only add a couple of these in, that's fun too. And I was saying last week, like you could, if you don't need this many or want this many face beads, you could share these with your friends. So if your friends, if you have some friends who love the face beads, you can split them up and share them. They're a fun bead to work with, and I just love these have such a cool finish to them. Just a really cool finish. Super, super neat bead. So I added, how many did I add here on each side? 1, 2, I added 5. So we've got now 5 on both sides of our necklace. Now it's just a matter of adding these little squares. So I'm putting out what I have left here. So you can see what I have left of all the beads from the pink and mauve. And I've already worked, this is a second necklace I'm making. And so you see how many beads I have left. I'm about to use just these squares. So let me get those round those out of the way. So I'm going to add now my pattern of squares. And these are just a single hole square Czech glass bead. And as a reminder, all Czech glass, all Czech beads. And some of these are vintage and not really available out there in the wild. So this assortment of beads is limited. And if you want to get this one, you better get it, because I think the team has only been able to rustle up a few more. So I hope that you guys can get this one. It's so good. And of course, the new one we introduced today, the brown and gold mix, is available as well. And also some fun shapes, some fun finishes. I mean, it's just a feast for the eyes. So we're going to get these beads on. I love this one just as much as I love the other necklace. And look at all these gorgeous, just gorgeous shapes, gorgeous finishes. So much fun. Debbie says you have 6 face beads on one side. Oh my God, I sure do. I'm glad I just saw your comment, Debbie. Thank you. I always seem to mess something up when I'm working on something with you guys here. It's like I get embarrassed. I don't know what happens. It just kind of happens like that. Thank you for catching that. So we'll get this one strung up. And these beads look like, they almost look like a little chiclet, like a little candy. And I actually think most of these kind of look like candy because they're such beautiful, lovely candy colors, beautiful, pretty beads. So, stringing on these squares. I'm sorry, this is not the most exciting thing, but if you are wondering how you get these home, so if you are watching at artbeads.com/live, you can see a shopping bag on your screen, and that lists, that has all of the things that are in the show, including this, if it hasn't already sold out again. So if you want this one, you can pop over to that shopping bag. You don't have to leave the show. I just get smaller on the screen. You can still hear me and see me while you pop that into your shopping cart. And you'll want to make sure that you close out your cart, meaning finish your transaction so that you don't miss out. The cart is not going to hold these for you. So if you are slow to close out your cart, you may miss them. Someone else could scoop them up if you don't close out that cart. So let me grab the last of our beads that we're adding to this. This one's going to be a little bit longer. And I still have, find the hole on this one. I used almost all of these. I have one of these left. So that could be a little dangle on our piece. So here's all of my leftover beads from the pink and mauve after I completed 2 necklaces, okay? So you've got all of these still. Amazing. Look at them together. They are so beautiful. So I'm going to grab a bead stopper, put that at the end here, and then I'm going to cut the necklace from the package and drop on another bead stopper. And I saw that bead stoppers were back in stock. I did not put them in the show, but I got a notice from Art Beads. If you are part of the newsletter, you may have heard this too. These are back in stock, or the bead stoppers are back in stock. So look at this fun necklace. This one is just really, really cool, really fun. So I'm going to finish this up. And I think what I will do is finish this one off camera because we're getting close to the top of our top of the hour and the close of our time together. But you can see, you can take this and you can do different configurations of this design. So this is the original. And this one has our rondelles and our leaves. Look at the AB finish on the leaves. Look at these ovals. They look like stone, but they are Czech glass. These table cut beads, I used them kind of in the opposite direction of what you would do with a drop, normally. And then I put all of these beautiful Baroque pearls in. This is a super fun necklace. I'm going to put this on. And then I'm going to flip the camera up and just do a couple of reminders for you guys. And I will post these necklaces in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. So if you're not a member, go and join. So look at this focal section. This is a fun design, fun necklace. Here's the other one. Now this one actually is about the same length, but here's what the focal section looks like. That little guy wants to twist around. The lentils will hang right when it's up against you. So it's got 3 little lentils. You've got those faces there, super fun faces. Look at those, so cool. And then all of these beautiful squares. And oh, Susie in South Florida, you are gonna love those beads. They are so fun. And don't forget, I've already moved them away from me. The Peace Eternal Hope bracelet is 50% off through the end of today. The Toho, I put these on the floor. The Toho Challenge 2025, the Sonorin Sunset with a gift with purchase is $5 off. So you're getting $5 off and a gift. Put those in your cart. You can mix some of the beads with your bead assortments. And we've also got a brand new assortment today as well. I can't even hold all of them up because some of them are loose, but here is the new one. This one you won't want to miss. If you're thinking already about fall, this is kind of a late summer, early fall palette. Really, really lovely. And Debbie J, a picture of the piece kit. I'm going to try and find mine. Maybe photo. I know that we had some finished ones with us in at Bead Fest last year, so hopefully we can rustle up a photo. We can drop that into the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group as well. So check back there to see if we can get that for you. And so guys, Please don't forget to close out your cart. Those things that are in there could be gone because we've got some limited edition things. We've got some sale items. We've got some things that just tend to go away during the course of a show. And grab your memory wire and your beads to create some fun summer memory wire bracelets as well. We didn't make those today, but they are, all the things to make them are available. So set your reminders for the rest of the live shows this week here at artbeads.com/live. Don't miss out on the July 4th sale. It ends at the end of today. I will be back on Monday for another episode of Designing with Deb at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern next week. And guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and we will see you the rest of this week. Go make some things and have a great week. Bye, everybody.